The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle Show.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
We're set. Right here, right here.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
129! 124!
93's the mic, 93's the mic. Hey, check.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
93's the mic, 93's the mic. I got one.
Here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Third and long, it's Watson. Got his man on the comebacker. It's Gregory. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Check. Hey, watch this. Check.
24!
Switch. Check.
Watson now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
All day, every day, any day. Go ahead, baby. Go. Check,
59. 24!
just like that. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Motion. Go.
Now Watson. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ready? 70, Indy.
Mike. Come on, dude.
Hey, Wahoo. Go.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Throwing on first down. Glenn. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Motion.
Hey, alert.
Alert, alert. Hatchet, hatchet. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Let him go.
After the interception, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. Throwing again is Watson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. In the face. Hey, I got him. That's me. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. 95. Come on, QB, come on. Check, 93. Echo. Yeah. You don't want none. Check, 93's the mic.
Out of the gun, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Let's go, D. Check, 93. Check. 93's the mic. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D.
To throw is Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. And the ball is knocked out. And the Jags grab it. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to?
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, Any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Looking to throw. Glenn, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
Mike 57. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come.
Operating from the gun. Glenn. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It got his man complete. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into third and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Glenn. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a defensive player.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Glenn. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off near the 26.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
93 is the mic. Check three.
On 1st down, Watson. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Championships, baby. Hey, 31. 10. Check 13. Check 24. No. Off. Check 93's the mic. 93.
To throw is Watson. To throw again. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination.
26. Alert. Twist. 25. Off. Watch the 69. Alert 3. Check 24.
Here's Watson, throwing on 3rd and long. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
93's the mic. Here we go.
They're going for it. It's Watson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Watch the motion. Come on. Wide, get wide. 49, check.
From the gun, here's Watson. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I think when they get back in the huddle, the question will be, why did you throw that one? The coverage was incredible all over him. The only thing he didn't do after he caught the ball as a defender was get his feet in bounds. That should have been a turnover.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Check, 93's the mark. Hey, they scared. They scared. Alert 3. 9. Alert 3. Switch. Check safety.
Watson now, throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
36, 30. Lucky. Shoot. Delta.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Watson. And he's going to go down again. Eric Armstead. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more.
Push him back. Check, 93's the mic. And watch that, and watch the ball.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
Hey, Rocket.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one goes for 30 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Glenn, he'll rifle this one deep right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, Pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention. He deserves it. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort because you have a lot of guys who occupy blockers to allow him access to rush the passer.
Watson throwing on 3rd and long. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Eric Armstead, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. The Texans send the punter out. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. And they come up here now, 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing right, and that's complete. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the gun, Glenn got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 16-yard touchdown. As they are now on the board here in the first half.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second, we do have a flag, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on off.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Alpha. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
On 1st and 10, Glenn. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Glenn. And he comes back with one complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Looking to throw. Glenn. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. Set. 60 or. Hey, box drop. Get it.
On first down, Glenn. And now here is another interception. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20. Now Watson operating from the gun. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Check 50, check 50.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. Watson off play action. He's going to let this one go deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off down near the 5. He has just been alone for opposing offenses to account for now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Throwing on first down. Glenn, he'll rifle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 40. The 30, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there, 95 yards, and the Jaguars have taken the lead.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now he steps away. Now he'll go deep down the... He's got a man complete. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
53, Mike. Get that quarterback and all court. Hey, check 24.
Operating from the gun. Glenn. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw. Glenn going up top. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Check 93's the mic.
Now it's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Throwing on third and long. Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it here. On the comebacker, complete. That's Gregory. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic. We want this. Check 93.
On first down, it's Watson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. Check 93's the mic.
The final shot before the break. Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Following the sack, it's now third and long for Watson and the Texans.
Hey, 31. Zoom. Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
To throw is Watson. A final shot before break. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Texans scoop it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Check that. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Watson on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Go.
On first and 10, Glenn.
Here we go.
His throw is going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
53 is the mic. Silver. Showing up. Slam. Go.
Back to the air on second down. Glenn, he's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And got his man, complete. A big third down play there for the Jags. 44 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. From the gun, Glenn. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Come on, let's go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Play. Short. Check, 93's the mic. Let's go, tight end.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He's going to loft one, deep left side here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 78 yards as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
I'm coming after you.
Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
On the ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
On first down, Glenn. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. 84 yards. As his guys are able to regain the lead. The point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Let's go one more. Check.
On first and 10, Watson. Now he'll escape to his left. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. He's got him in, complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. And even 40 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Watson now, operating from the gun. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
Good job. Check set. I'm coming. Alert. Echo. Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic. 65.
Watson throwing on third and long. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice game.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. Now Watson, going to throw again. Flushed out right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic. On the ball. 94.
To the air yet again. Watson looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. The offense is going to stay out there.
I got
They've converted twice, failed once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here.
Hey, we over. Got 4 down. Check, 93's the mic, 93.
Here we go on fourth. Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks,
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. You got nothing to that.
Ready?
Throwing on first down. Glenn. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Ready to break.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Operating from the gun. Glenn. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Yeah. Hey, Delta.
Mike 28.
Looking to throw. Glenn. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 48 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun. Glenn. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
You see it here? That's right. We can't be stopped.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his 3rd.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do in the offseason to work on those, paying dividends for him. He's getting home in a big way.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Check 3.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Watson. Aaron Donald in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Number 28, Mike, he's coming.
Joe.
Come, baby. Woo! Mike 28.
Hey, Steve 6. Shoot.
On first and 10. Glenn, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 21. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Watson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Eric Armstead in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Hey. Check 4. 25. Check 52. Check your hot read.
To throw is Watson. Throwing on third and long. Rolling to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Fancy footwork in midfield.
Let's go.
At the Texans' 49-yard line.
Come on, set. 50, plant. Hey, foxtrot. Hey.
Not today.
Hey, Hayward.
On first down, Glenn. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Hey, orbit.
Operating from the gun. Glenn. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big-time play there for the Texans. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Watson now, operating from the gun. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Jags grab it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Following the fumble recovery, Glenn, he's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
To throw again. Glenn. It fights him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down.
Hey, Charlie.
From the gun. Glenn. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Hey, Zoo.
Operating from the gun. Glenn. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Bravo.
On 4th down, Glenn. That's going to be caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Go, go.
You got 4.
Shoot.
From the gun, Glenn. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Watson from the gun, he'll throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To try again after the sack. Watson. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
93's the mic. 93's the mic. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Now Watson on 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
3rd and long, it's Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, these guys want to do something positive as this game approaches its end, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, it's really been more indicative of how the game has gone for them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Single, single. 93's the mic, 93's the mic. He can't hang.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Set 18, Gator. 5.
Watch twist.
You draw Corker.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And now here is another interception. Able to get there and pick it. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, I'm coming.
To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point safely through. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Hey, Delta.
Operating from the gun, Glenn. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 3 yards out, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the
my
stuff she used to
grandmother did the
preserve.
same. It smelled terrible. Throwing on first down. Watson. And this is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Hey, 31. Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Watch the run. Look small. Check. 26. Out. Trying to go.
Here's Watson. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. It's caught at the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans get a bit closer. Extra point up and through. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
We play to win. Let's go.
You ready?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Glenn. And my goodness, another interception. And he lost the football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.